Tyler Bass about ready to get us going.
And we are underway from Santa Clara. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go, set. And Striker. Striker, 3-3.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he will find Winslow. That's complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A good start. One play, 10 yards.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now here's the option play going left. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. 2nd and 15. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they prove their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, it's earned it by their play. The psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in Week 4, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
Ready, go.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Ready.
Here's Lance. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey.
And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
And now a decision here on the opening drive. 4th and very short, this part of the field. What do you think they do, CD?
I think you go for it. I think there's a lot of game left to be played. I like the advantage that they're trying to create here early. I say be aggressive and try and get it done.
Rolling to his right. That's to his running back, complete.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Charles, their first drive of the game, and already they're taking chances here, but they get the 4th down conversion. I'm curious, do you think that that's something they game planned for on the opening drive if it came up, or is that something that happened organically?
I think that they game plan for it, Brandon, and when you think about it, let's just say it. The word analytics is a big part of how everyone looks at a game nowadays, but it's not just the analytics. It's a coach willing to be daring, willing to be bold, and they certainly were there.
A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down.
97. Check you.
McCaffrey is in. Touchdown, 49ers. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up. Meaning, when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
This defense for the Niners, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal.
And the Niners get there and bring him down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown. They got the stop. And now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one.
Yeah, they certainly can, and that's what you're looking for. Where's the advantage? Can you gain it? Can you press it? Now for them, finishing it off, because right now it's out there for them. They've just got to go seize it.
On 2nd and 12,
Lance. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
From the 29,
Lance. And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're saying.
interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
Man open, that's Deebo Samuel.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That's a first down with a cherry on top, 31 yards. Under a minute to go, clock running and a back-and-forth first quarter of play. And some room to maneuver.
Yeah, maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. Lance now on first down.
The first catch of the game for George Kittle. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
The Niners at 12-3 now on the year. And they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
The Niners on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now a draw play to McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
The kick by Bass is good.
And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And as these guys enter play in Week 17, we know one thing. They are playoff bound, but they want to win that division title. They told us that is a goal that's been posted in their locker room since day one. They've got the chance to control their own destiny.
And there's nothing more powerful than saying that you won the division, because I know from building a team, when I talk with all the GMs and the player personnel directors, they always talk about, to get to the playoffs in the NFL, you have to have a team that's constructed to win your division. Beat those teams first. That's your number 1 path to getting there, and they can get that done in this game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
He's got room at the 30.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 25-yard line. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. They'll look to throw now on first down. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
With how the coverage was positioned, up was about the only spot the quarterback had to try and deliver that pass. Just put a little too much height on it. Incomplete.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. On play action, they'll throw. And that is caught. It's Winslow. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Number 8, shot, 17.
They're going to look to throw. And he's got it. That's Kupp for a Ram touchdown. A great play there. Touchdown number 22 on the season as they have taken the lead.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And the lead is now 14-10.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
To throw again on second down, Lance. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
This defense has passed its first two tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on third down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
Play action. Now it's Lance. To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A give running left, it's McCaffrey. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw him coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lance completes it to Samuel.
And some room to work. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run in the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Here we go.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Now Lance on the bootleg.
Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, we read a great article this week arguing for him to be Defensive Player of the Year. Normally, sacks are the big thing that people point to, but what he's done in the secondary has been something special.
It has been, because it's been an all-around game for him. Taking the ball away, rushing the quarterback, and sacking him himself, doing a number of different things that change the way the game is played.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
That's complete yet again to Thornton. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Second and 5. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy.
And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
Jerry Judy
with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Rams will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And the lead is up to 8.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
On first down, Lance.
Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
From the 45 on second down, Lance.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
He's second in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play.
Now a play fake. Lance. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football.
What a season he continues to have defensively. Now a dozen interceptions this year, Charles.
And let's face it, we've watched a lot of ball. But when you get 12 in 1 year, that's better than most careers, isn't it?
Absolutely, and you might be asking for a bump in pay, too.
No doubt about it. Running right in.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Right through. Long red.
They'll set up to throw.
He gets this to Thornton.
Touchdown, L.A.
Tyquan Thornton.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Rams would extend their lead here just before halftime.
And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on.
And they'll accept that penalty. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. 13 seconds, the time remaining in the half as they come up on first down. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Throwing on first down is Lance.
Looking deep downfield.
Lance throws the interception, his third. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Let's go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting more pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. So coming up empty here to start the 3rd quarter. Already 2 scores down. Got to be careful.
Yeah, I did notice, though, that the captain of the defense patted the quarterback on the helmet on his way out, pretty much letting him know, we know the pressure's on us. We're going to go out there and try and hold serve for you while you figure it out over here on the sidelines.
He's going to have his running back. It's complete.
And he is going to have the Niners first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Ready, drill. Drill, 52. Ready.
Room here to run.
And he will slide down with the first down for the moment. But a penalty flag on the field.
Okay,
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Ready.
Here's Lance to throw it.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
And the Niners are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
Wait a second. They did not accept that after the incompletion. What? Your look is just as puzzled as mine.
I got nothing for you here. You have to take that penalty, don't you?
It's free yards.
In his own end zone, it's Lance.
It's complete to Diggs. And he's got some space here.
And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25.
A big play there on the catch and run. 75 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
And they're going to go with a jet sweep. This is Diggs with it. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. 1st and goal. They got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Throwing now is Lance.
Rolling to his left. And it'll be intercepted.
And the Rams are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Past the 20. Touchdown, L.A. A big play there.
His 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Rams are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
49ers 13.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Niners take over first down 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half.
23 yards, the final tally.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. Now, this looks like a roughing call.
Here we go.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
And cycle.
Now Lance going to throw. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Taken down at the 14-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup.
Throwing again on second down. Lance complete to the tight end Kittle over the middle of the field. And he's brought down.
Lance finding Kittle, first down San Francisco.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. On the ground, McCaffrey. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers.
Christian McCaffrey.
His second TD of the game and 16th on the season.
And the 49ers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Lance going to try to throw for this.
And he's going to get in for the score. And the lead now cut to 14. And with a successful two-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
He'll buy some time right. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
That's out to the flat for Akers. He'll get it inside the 20 and all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. That's Kupp for a Ram touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Rams will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. We'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can...
Oh, Lance has it knocked free. The ball is loose.
And the Rams have got it back. Holding on to the football becoming a little bit of an issue. He had 2 fumbles last week, remember.
I played for a guy that used to talk all the time about creating turbulence in the pocket, making the quarterback jumpy, make him antsy, keep getting after him a little bit, and make sure he thinks about holding on to the ball because you're going after him.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Steps away. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter of play.
49ers 21.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Yellow, go. Let's go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Touchdown, Rams. A great play there. His 1st touchdown on the year.
And the Rams look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that'll increase their lead to 28.
49ers 21.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
On play action, Lance.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Lance winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
The Niners on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 10.
Now Lance. And that one almost intercepted. Boy, he's got 2 already, nearly a third, but not to be, and it's 4th down.
Here we go. 6, measure.
Desperation time here. Lance.
That's to his running back, complete.
And he is going to have a 49ers first down, as that'll be a gain of 15 on 4th. Again, it's Lance. Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Here's Lance.
The tight end Kittle has it on the left side.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him.
Touchdown 49ers. George Kittle, 40 yards.
And the 49ers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Here we go. Here we go. Slide through.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. So that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is what.
Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted.
The 20, 10, and into the end zone. A pick 6 from the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
Well, part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick 6 on the other side, and now they get a pick 6 of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick 6 from earlier in this game.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And the pick 6 we just saw makes things a little more interesting. Still, though, a 2-possession game as they control their destiny in this 4th quarter.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they are going to take possession of the football inside the 15 at the 14-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They run with McCaffrey off the option.
And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5. Lance looking to throw it.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. Call it a gain of a yard. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. To throw, it's Lance. toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
Down. 10 cycles. Go.
They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey with career touchdown number 156. That ties him with Terrell Owens for 5th all-time. And the Niners have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. One-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They've got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line.
Okay, right.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's second down. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. And Lance now to throw. And Diggs has it. Oh, look at the juke. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain of 19 and picking up the first. Back to throw. Lance. They'll roll him out right. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Lance looking to throw. That's caught. It's McCaffrey again. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Lance back to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. He's at the 50, the 30, 20, 10, 5. And this defense has broken it open as they return it to the house for 6. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14.
49ers 42.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And they have done themselves absolutely no favors to earn a win today in this one, Charles. The turnover woes continue. On that last drive, they had that fumble that led to a touchdown.
And Brandon, I would say they have a mission on this drive.
He's got a man complete.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
Meanwhile, Lance's throw taken in by Samuel.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Rams are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. 2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. On play action, they'll throw. He's got a man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for L.A.,
they run their record to 13-3 now on the year.